Okay, folks, good morning. All right, let's get started. So for today, Friday, January 17th, we have the following information. At 8:30 a.m. Eastern, we had building permits, which came in as expected, and housing starts came in better than expected. At 9:15 a.m., we'll have capacity utilization rate, industrial production month over month. Neither of those reports are expected to have any significant market impact. And then at 4 p.m., we'll have TIC long-term purchases. Now, I don't think that any of these reports will do much to the markets. So there you go. But if we look here at the QQQ ETF, let's look over what happened. So yesterday, at first the market was fairly neutral, but then it turned somewhat bearish. So we were down yesterday. Also, we had a pretty sharp sell-off at the close. But as of right now, you can see there's a very sharp incline on the market. We're heading back up. We're actually above the highs of yesterday. And taking a look at yesterday's action, we did not find any opportunities that really worked out. However, there was one that we had to pass on because of didn't fully qualify for one particular reason, but it did do well. Was Apple. And again, we did not do this as an alert in the room, and there were reasons for that. However, stock did make a very nice move down, so unfortunately, it wasn't one that we were exploiting in the room, although some people did. But nevertheless, other than that, we did take a look at Tesla, which was bearish. It did go down to our target number one to the downside, but we're only able to take a partial profit out of what we could have gotten based on the way it pulled back sharply here, which stopped us out at a profit, but still we didn't make as much as we should have, or at least as much as we wanted to is probably a better way of saying it. All right, having said that, let's take a quick look at what's moving in the pre-market session. First up, I've got BTCT. That is currently up 18 point, let's just say 19%, something like that. 2.8 million shares traded. It's at least $1 per share, so it does qualify. So we can add that to our pre-market radar. Symbol again is BTCT. All right, next up is INTC, which is currently up 7.67% on 10.6 million shares. And it's at least $1 per share, so we'll go ahead and add that. Let's see, INTC is up because Barclays adjusts Intel price target to $23 from 25. Okay, that's actually bearish. There must have been something else that was said. Maybe it was something related to another stock. I don't know, but there's I don't see any great news there. Uh, let's see. It doesn't say why, so I'll have to find out later, I guess. All right. I mean, it could be just because of the market, but that's still a pretty large jump. All right. Next up is ISPC, currently up 9.82% on 11.2 million shares. Is at least $1 per share, so we'll go ahead and add that. It's the pre-market list. Next up is LAES, which is presently not up or down enough, so we'll skip that one. We'll check Mara. That's currently up only 4.5%, so not enough. We will check NUKK. Now that is currently up 60.7% on 4.2 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add that to the pre-market list. Next up is let me check NVIDIA. I doubt that's only 1.5%. Next up is Plug Power. That's not moved enough, only 1.1% down, so we'll skip that. Next up, we'll check PR, so PRZO. Let me do that again. PRZO. That's presently up about 34% over 23 million shares, and at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that, PRZO, to our pre-market list. Next up is, or it's getting close to being over 23 million shares. Next up is QUBT. That's only down 5%, so that does not qualify, so we'll have to pass on that one. Next up is RGTI. That's only down 5%, so we'll have to pass on that one as well. Next up is Rivian. That we'll have to pass on, and we'll check VCIG, and that's not up enough either. Okay, so our list is fairly short. Here's what I found so far. So if you folks, sorry, I'm pasting it right now. If you folks see any other stocks that meet all 4 of our criteria, let me know in the chat. Must be a NASDAQ listed stock, trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market. Also must have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume and a 6% price change, which can be either positive or negative. Any stocks that meet all 4 of those criteria, let me know in the chat. We'll take a look. Other than the ones I already mentioned, of course. VS, okay. Yep, that's currently up 65%, 30 million shares, and it's well over $1 per share, so we will add that. RVNC, let's check that. Oops, VNC. That is currently up 11%, 1.8 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. Okay, so we'll check that, or add that, sorry, RVNC. KIT, okay. Presently up 11.26%, 1.2 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that. All right. And folks, let's see, we have 4 likes, but more than 4 people watching. So please be sure to hit the like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also be sure to subscribe to our channel so you get notifications. And if anyone's watching this video on a replay, or if you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. You will see a link in the description to this video. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap up for today's pre-market pulse, folks. Please remember that the markets are closed on Monday for Martin Luther King Day, so just be sure to remember that. And I'll see you guys for Tuesday's trading session. We'll see you for that. For everyone who's part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 23 minutes, and we'll pick up for today's trading. Okay, have a good day, folks, and have a great weekend. I'll see you for Tuesday's pre-market pulse. Take care.